This is how you have to beat the deadline when the opportunity you're applying for is literally amazing. JACAFA, Japan and Central Asia Friendship Association, which unites young leaders from Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Georgia, and Azerbaijan. If you're a second year bachelor student, you have a great opportunity just to keep studying in your home country, but getting paid for that €105 per month, and then travel to the countries I mentioned above and hopefully go to Japan as a final boss, just because you have a great personality and you have a clear vision of your career, which in the future can help your society. If it sounds too good for you, I can fix that. The deadline is 15th of June, so you have to hurry up and apply as soon as possible. But don't you worry, this video is done specially for you so that you can use it for your benefit and make it until the deadline. My name is Bekmurza Tashpolatov. I'm a master's student in Sweden and I'm a scholarship holder and alumni of different scholarship programs including JACAFA. I believe that you can make it because I did. When I was applying, I also had very small amount of time to apply, so I also had to gather all the documents and fill the application form in a very limited time. But what I can say for sure is that JACAFA application form is not so hard and you can do it easily. And I will also show the part where we will do it together.
Okay, the easiest way to apply for the scholarship is to find JACAFA Scholarship page in Instagram. You will see the top link here, and first you have to go to application guidelines to see if you're eligible to apply. Here you can see the eligible countries and that the scholarship will be up to 2 years. You'll get €105 per month for your educational purposes. And in eligibility, I would love to start with point G. You have, as I said, you have to be a second year full-time bachelor student so that you have the rest 2 years of your education remaining. And in total it makes 4 years of your educational program. You have to study one of these fields. It's STEM, local agriculture, international relations, political science, law, BA, literally the programs which consist of 4 years. So unfortunately there is no medicine field here yet because they study 5 or 6 years. But I would recommend you not to lose your hope and maybe check the website every year or email them to think about doing the scholarship for you too, because I personally got a lot of questions from medical students regarding this matter. Then you can go to academic record. So you are required to have a GPA minimum of 3.0, but I will tell you one thing. Of course it's good to have 3.0 and follow the requirements, but if it's a bit lower, please do not give up on that. Do not let the number decide if you're eligible or not here. I personally had a lower, let me clarify here. The document here I will show you is officially from JACAFA Scholarship, and the words I'm saying now here is literally my personal experience, my personal advices based on my individual reflection of the program. So take it as advice and tips to use and to get some benefit, but not as an official document requirements. Okay, so but the document itself is official, don't worry about that. And you have to go through it on yourself, by yourself too, to make sure that everything is correct and you match the program requirements. So I personally had a bit lower GPA, but I had a proof that my upcoming semester is going to be better, and it in fact was. So later, the later semesters I got the GPA of 4.0, so I actually made my GPA better after applying for the scholarship. So be more flexible here, and here in B point you can see that you are required to show the level of your English proficiency. It's good if you have TOEFL and IELTS, but if you don't have it, it is still acceptable if you show your certificate from English courses. Maybe you studied in some language school and you were studying some level and you finished it, therefore you need to get a certificate from there. At least in Kyrgyzstan it works like that. You finish the level, you get a certificate. If you don't have it, go to your language school and ask them for that so that you can prove your language. And later on we can go to here. These parts are very easy. You have to be from 19, your age to be from 19 to 23. You have to be a citizen of the country you're applying from, and you need to have ID and international passport and etc. And this one is important. After the selecting sessions, you will be required to show non-criminal record certificate, which is also very easy to get. Nowadays you can apply for them online and you get it on the same day you're applying. Here in the selection criteria, let me tell you, JACAFA is not a program which is looking for the person with the best academic record only, and it's not looking for the best English speaker neither. What you have to do, what they're looking for is the combination. Of course they will not pick you just for your good personality. They are looking for the combination of all of it and how you can show it to them. You have to show that you have a clear future professional vision regarding your career. You have to show why it can be helpful for the society, and how your motivation works to complete all the goals you put for yourself, and which goals and how you handle with your challenges. That's all the combination of you which will show to JACAFA if you are eligible or not. So here about application documents, we'll talk a bit later in the application form window. Here about application schedule and selection process. After you submit it, they'll check it in June, and then you'll have an interview in July or August. Usually it's 2 tours. Sometimes people can have 3. It can be both online and offline. And actually about the interview I can share more if some people, if some students, if one of the viewers of the YouTube video will go through it. I'll be more than happy to share advices and tips regarding the interview in a separate video later. Yeah, here of course you will have additional events. You can read about this later by yourself. You have no right to cheat your document, of course, because if JACAFA finds that you made up some document or you lied somewhere and they find it out, they might cancel your scholarship totally, so it's not good for you. Let's go to the application form, which is very easy, I would say. First, here you don't need my help, it's your general information. I hope you will not make a mistake with your names or in other information. Make sure it is correct. And then when you come to English proficiency, you have to pick which way you're gonna prove your language. If you have IELTS score, you pick IELTS. If you have English course certificate, go to other, you describe it, and later you'll have to upload the document, but it's at the end of the application form. Here you have to write about your plans after graduation. You only have 2 sentences, so pick your words and sentences very wisely. You have to make a benefit from each line. And when you come here, how did you hear about the JACAFA Scholarship program? In most of the programs, this kind of window is just designed for data analytics, so that they know how did they get the applicant, how and where did they get the applicant from. But I personally decided to use every line with a benefit, and I did read about JACAFA somewhere else, but I genuinely was looking for alumni and for finalists of JACAFA program, and I found them, and I was asking them questions. I was making my own research about the program from the student side, so I actually did write about that I know. And I discovered the program and made a research through JACAFA alumni. I mentioned their names, and I believe that it was also serving for me as somehow like a bridge, because they do not know anything about me yet, but they know the names of the alumni. And kind of in like reportedly, you are getting kind of familiar with them by letting them know that you do your research and you are not just randomly applying, but you are genuinely interested in this program. But it's just my thought. You can accept it or not. You can pick whatever option is good for you, but you can also do like me by writing that you did go deep, you were watching videos, if you know the names, mention that. Then you can go to here, you just have to show your number, and the most interesting part starts right at this moment. You have to attach a student ID by your university. In most of the universities nowadays, you can actually apply for it online, but if you cannot, plan your visit and your appointment on Monday in the morning. Monday is your day for official documents. Yeah, let me tell you, I asked and made sure that the deadline is 15th of June, 23:59. So you have the full Monday for this official part, and you have the weekend for the stuff which depends solely on you. Here, the Monday you have to use for your university documents. Then you can ask for the transcript from university. You can also do it online, or you can book an appointment and go there. Make sure you go there early, because during the summer period, most of the governmental state organizations work short time and or holiday. Then of course you have to show your passport and proof of your citizenship here. Here, as I mentioned above, you have to show the document which proves your English language proficiency, and you have to ask for 2 recommendation letters from professors who really know you, and it's good if they know you from different sides. I personally asked from 2 professors. One of them knew me as a guy who is good in tech, while another teacher, she knew that I'm very socially active and a guy who is making the projects and interested in the social project and all the stuff. So it's good if you ask. It's good if through the recommendation letters you show different sides of your personality. Here in your essay, it is the most important field to write. Yeah, I would say so. And you only have 500 words where you have to explain and describe what kind of personality you are, the motivation why you chose your studies, who is motivating you in this life, share about your significant achievements and describe why they are significant. You can read here what they want. And please do not give these 500 words to AI. Of course, you can use AI for the brainstorming or for maybe grammar correct or something like that, but please do not let AI write the full essay for you, because it will be visible and the person will not even read it. So I just want to tell you that on the other side of computer there will be a human being who will check your essay. So it's logical, they would like to read an essay which is written by another human being. Yeah, let me tell you here very fast about your opportunities. As I said, June 15th, 11:59. Yeah, it might look a bit complicated and challenging for you at the beginning, but we have to accept the fact that current generation, all the time, the delay, the assignments and all the stuff until the last day. I don't know why it's working like that, but Okay, I'll skip this part. Again, let me tell you that the application deadline is June 15th, 11:59. So you have the full weekend for your personal stuff, to write your essays, to ask your professors to write the recommendation letters, to plan the appointment to the university on Monday, get all the official documents on that day. And it is actually possible. I can tell you that for sure, because I personally also applied at the last minute, because I learned and decided to apply also very late. So I think I had approximately the same time window to apply. Let me tell you one thing which can probably motivate you. If you think you are not competent enough, or you think you are not good enough for the program, you are probably studying the second year of bachelor's, and you are literally an uneducated person at the moment. So you have no right to disqualify yourself. So instead, let the professionals evaluate you and decide to accept you or reject you. So at least from the application form and from this procedure, you will learn more about yourself. You will learn how this kind of programs work, and at least you get the chance to try yourself in such a wonderful program, so that you don't regret in the future. I believe in you. I believe that the time is still enough for you to do the stuff, and I will also try to answer your questions whenever you have in Instagram, but just mention in the first message that it's JACAFA in the first line, and then ask a question so that I know the urgency. During this time gap, I'll try my best to help you guys, because I'm genuinely interested other people also to apply and try this experience, because I believe that they will enjoy it, because I did.
A lot of things about JACAFA make me feel very grateful. Except for the money you get, you also have the chance to meet the people, to travel, to see the places, to genuinely make connections with people who have the same growth mindset, but a different background, and come from a different country. JACAFA also invites professionals who share with their own experience. It's like a TED Talk there, and even your fellow students, other participants and finalists can share with their experience, and you can learn a lot from them. I remember a lot of people who made very good social projects which help other people. I remember there were some people from who works in Google, who got accepted to Harvard, and who did their own win in something. So they share, and you share your own win. You collaborate, you make something together, and you actually expand your mindset even more. You get the chance to really learn about these countries, because in most of the events, the students are required to show their culture, so that we can increase our knowledge about these countries. And also, I remember I presented Kyrgyzstan twice. I did the storytelling of Epic Manas twice, and it was very interesting for other people to know that, and it was interesting for me to know their culture too. So you will also have this chance. The first event you will get after you get accepted will be an awarding ceremony, which will be in a different country. Everything, the travel and all the stuff, will be for free. You will stay in a very good places, eat a lot of good things, and present your country, to get to know the other finalists of the program. General assembly, usually it happens like in May. You will get the chance to present your own project proposal, so that you can get a grant for realization of that. And if it's good and it gets selected, you can get a really good amount of money to realize and make that project come to life, I would say. It's going to rain again, that's why I'll finish the video right now here. I'll upload it as soon as possible, so that you can make it until the deadline. I hope this video will be beneficial for you, because it would be for me if I would be about to apply. Yes, the video was not filmed in the very good conditions, both weather and camera conditions, but I believe it shouldn't matter for you, because again, you don't have so much time, but you have just enough to finish your application and make it till the end. I did record this video because I hope that it can be a life changer for some person, and if some person get accepted because of this video, I'll be more than happy about it. So feel free to reach me on Instagram, ask the questions, and yeah, I believe in you. I believe in you. You can make it. Assalamu alaikum.